today we are going to work on our hips. Okay, our hips bear our body weight, they bear our weight of our core, they stabilize our muscles in the core, and they also help us move forward with our legs. So they have a very, very important part to play in our body movement. Second, on a very, very emotional level, okay, what happens with the hips is that they carry a lot of stored trauma. They are the junk drawers of our body. So basically, all the trauma that's there. So today we are going to work with hip openings. Hip openings can bring about emotions, can bring about tears, because a lot of the stuff that we have held inside us is held here on the hips. Okay? Ready and go. Alrighty, let's get up. And we are going to go on all fours. And from here, just take your knees slightly more back. Flex the feet and come up and down dog. Keep the hands shoulder distance, keep the feet hip width apart, and slowly start to pedal the legs. Bend the knees if the hamstrings are feeling very tight, so you can decompress the spine. Rather than straightening the legs and going round, you bend the knees and you move further down. Just keep pedaling the legs, opening the back body. Yes, you're cycling. It really helps open the full body. And from here, we're going to do a very, very good stretch. Now, take the right foot between the hands. Now, if the right foot doesn't reach between the hands and you here, hold the foot, reach it between the hands and drop the knee. Anyone who has any knee issue, you can always put that cushion or a towel, a rolled towel, or roll your mat on the side and place your knee. Now, the most important part is I can't be here because then I'm not stretching this part of the thigh. I need to push forward so I can feel a full stretch on the left thigh, which is on the cushion. My foot cannot be here. I cannot be doing this. I'm going to hurt my ankle. I have to take the foot forward. So my knee is not going further forward than the ankle. And just breathe here. This is your psoas muscle, one of the muscles that is very, very responsible for tight hips. Because when we sit, this muscle gets closed. So, very important to open your hip through here. Just breathe. Each pose, give yourself a little time. And use the breath to clear. Create a clearing. Breathe into your left thigh. Deep breathing. The breath creates the mind-body connection. which is what we are looking for here. You gently place your hands if you can. If you can't, stay here, please. Don't do something. You're here to release the pain, not create more pain. So, only if you can bring your hands onto your thighs and straighten your body. Really feel that the chin is tucking in. And we're breathing. You can stay here or you can bring your arms up. Whatever works. Stay tall. And slowly come back. Take this right foot and take it outside the right hand. Like lizard. And keep your hands here in the front. And stay here for 10 deep breaths. It's going to be a little tough. It's going to burn a little bit. That's exactly what we are going for. If you're feeling very flexible in the hip, you can always bring the elbows down. Breathe. Try to breathe. You can do it. The pain will release. Breathe into it. Close your eyes and breathe. Couple more breaths. If the pain is intense, inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Very nice. Now, the edge of the foot, you're going to roll the hip. So you're staying in the same position, just the knee is going to roll out slightly. Okay, so you were here, now you're moving the hip. It's a different stretch in your hip. You'll feel a lot of it in the hip flexor, in the hip. We are going a little intense today. Just 3 more breaths. Stay here for 3 more breaths. Can you feel how much tension you're holding there? And gently bring yourself up. Take your foot in the middle of your hands again and flex the foot and push the hip back. So you're not sitting down on your heel, you're just pushing back. You can look straight ahead. If this is too deep for you, you can always come here. Some of us, this is also too deep. And that's when you can always use blocks. If you have blocks at home, I would really recommend buying blocks. You can place blocks here so it can help you. And if you want to go to the next level, you can always place your forehead towards your chin. So just here is enough. Go deeper, but keep the hips square. Flex the foot, stretch your calf muscle, stretch your shin bone, and release back into the lunge. Now, please see this foot, my hand, my right hand is here. I'm going to put the right knee outside, just behind my right wrist, and my left foot can go towards the groin. Take the back leg slightly back in pigeon and relax. If you can't go so deep, stay up here. Okay? Breathe. Feel the opening in the outer right hip. My favorite hip opening pose. Breathe. You can sink deeper. I want you to stay here. I want you to breathe here. And stay here for another minute, minute and a half. Taking your breath deeper into your outside of your hip. It's optional, you can always bend the left knee and release. Bend the left knee and release. Only if you want to. Otherwise, stay in pigeon pose. Close your eyes and enjoy. Go deeper with your breath. And release. Come back into downward facing dog. Keep bending the knees, cycling the legs, releasing through the spine. Your hips are joined to your lower back, correct? So, any release you're giving to the hips is going to release your lower back. And let's move. Let's bring the left foot between the hands, dropping the right knee on the cushion to protect the kneecap. But you're not really on the kneecap. You have to go in front of the kneecap. The foot has to come forward. And gently push. So the stretch is happening in the psoas. If you're here, there's no stretch. The stretch is only happening when you move. Breathe and stay here. If you have too much prolonged sitting, this is a very good stretch to do to release the body. Also, on a physical level, this is very, very good. When you're going into back bending, you have to open this psoas. And you can stay right there or take it to the next level by just placing the hands on the knees and really working deep into this. Pannano, stay down. Keep your hands on the floor. No, no, don't come up. Don't come up. Stay down on the floor. Stay down on the floor and work on opening. Don't try to balance and then hurt yourself. You're not going to be in alignment. You can stay here or you can lift your arms up, stretching through the full spine. Beautiful. Take your hands down and take the foot outside your hand. Lizard pose. Stay here. You can always go deeper into the hip by dropping the elbows down if you feel. Otherwise, stay where you are feeling your hip opening. Breathe. Sink deeper into the hip. Feel how badly you feel like coming out of it. It's a beautiful quote. Magic happens when we start doing the things we don't want to do. So at this moment, we are also creating magic. You're staying longer than you want to stay. And release. Take this left foot, walk the foot outside the right wrist and behind. The knee is behind the left wrist. Your foot can come towards the groin. If you're feeling more open in your foot, it can move forward. But I don't want you to lie like this. This is not pigeon. You have to square the body. Okay, square the body. So one hip is not falling down. It's in level. And stay here or you can put. I want us to be here for a couple of minutes. So find your position. Breathe into the left hip. Feel how much your hip is holding. You can feel it. It's all about experimenting, no? And getting aware of where it is in our bodies. Only then can we dispel it. You can always bend the knee and back. Bend the knee and back. Only if you want. It's just giving a deeper stretch. Very good. and stay. And gently start to move. Oh, we don't do that hip opening, the stretching of the hamstrings. So just take your foot back to the center. And from here, we're going to flex the foot and push the hip back. Flex the foot just like this. Bring your hands here. Push back. Push back. Feel this opening. Push back. If you want to take it to the next level, you can always bring your forehead to your shin, shoulders away from each other. And gently come back